Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to start our fourth unit of class 11 biology, that is plant physiology. Okay, so this is the fourth unit which we are going to study today, going to start today. Now, plant physiology, first of all, let's discuss what is physiology actually, okay? See, physiology, there is one more word, okay? There is one more word here, morphology. Morphology, physiology, same. See, morphology means, or sometimes we say na, that morphological characters means simply physical appearance. Suppose, if we take the example of plants, what is the morphology of their? Morphology means physical factors which you can see through your eyes, right? Like roots are there, stem, leaves, everything, okay? You can see the physical appearance. But what is physiology actually? Physiology is the branch of biology which helps in understanding the mechanism in the living cells up to molecular level to study the functions of the body inside. Actually, what is physiology? You know, every organism, whether it is plants or animals, inside their body they have some cells combines together to form tissues. All right, those tissues perform a specific function, but those tissues are having some kind of structure and performing some kind of function. Okay, so all those things, how the tissues are you can say designed inside the body, what are the living cells, how many types of cells are there, what is a role of a specific cell, everything together constitutes the physiology. Means in simple words you can say inside the body. Okay, whatever you want to study inside, that is physiology. So here we also going to study about plants. We will take up in this unit only plants. Animal physiology is in the later unit. So this is about the plant physiology. Now to study this, here first chapter of this unit, chapter 11, that is transport in plants. Okay, now what is transport? You know, transport means when a substance is transferred or transported or moved from one place to the another. Okay, in plants what happens actually? You know that plant is a structure like this. Okay, if we talk about a simple plant structure, we have the plants have roots, they have stem, they have leaves, okay, they have further branches. That is the structure of the plant, simple. But what happens actually, the molecules may be like water or food particles. They have to you can say travel long distances. Okay, अब जो फूड बनता है वो कहाँ बनता है? यू नो, ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस कहाँ बनता है? वो लीव्स में बनता है, राइट? अब जो वो लीव्स है, क्या वो फूड लीव्स में ही रहता है? नो, इट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड बाय द होल बॉडी, ओके, टू गेट एनर्जी. हम लोगों को फूड चाहिए, हमारी जो बॉडी में फूड जाता है आफ्टर फॉर्मेशन, इट इज़ ट्रांसफर्ड टू all the parts of the body. Okay, each and every cell get the proper molecule or food molecules, right? वैसे ही यहाँ पर photosynthesis में जो भी कुछ बनता है, that has to be transferred to each and every part of the body. Okay, and similarly, suppose this is soil, under soil. Okay, so you know soil contains water as well as important minerals. So water to grow, okay, for the proper growth of the plant they require water, and from the soil the roots are able to take up that water. Roots क्या है? Roots एक ऐसा organ है जो water को easily लेता है and it then moves towards each part of the body of the plant, right? Because plant also requires water, not only the roots but also stem and other parts. Likewise minerals also. Okay, so everything needs to be transported in plants also. But you know that like human beings, they don't have any kind of circulatory system, right? ऐसा तो नहीं है कि कोई हार्ट है पूरा ब्लड वहाँ से ट्रांसपोर्ट होगा, या कहीं जो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, जो आपका वेस्ट ब्लड है वो बॉडी से जाएगा आपका हार्ट लंग्स में प्योरीफाई होने के लिए, लाइक दैट विच यू जनरली कॉल सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम. But it is not the case with the plants as they lack circulatory system. Okay, so that's why the plants are having some kind of tissues or some kind of parts that helps in the transportation, and that transportation topic or the parts involved here we are going to study in this chapter. Okay, so see, the food molecules which has to travel only a small distances, जैसे suppose from cell to cell, this is one cell, this is second, third, fourth. Okay, from cell to cell only small distances if the molecules has to travel, they follow a simple process which is diffusion. Okay, they follow a simple process, diffusion. I will explain it to you later. But for longer transportations or for longer distances, what happens? For longer distances, plants have vascular system. Yes, now this vascular system means vascular bundles we are बोलते हैं इसको. It consists of two tissues, right? Vascular system, it is a kind of a vessels. जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना, human body में we have blood vessels. Okay, veins, arteries, they carry arteries carry pure blood, oxygenated blood, whereas veins carry impure blood. Likewise, in plants also we have vascular bundles. Two tissues are there, xylem and phloem. You have already studied in your previous class. Okay, xylem and phloem. Xylem transports what? Water, if you remember, and phloem transports what? Food. Okay, these are the two tissues. And this process or this transportation through xylem and phloem is called as translocation. Okay, so always remember, for small distances they follow diffusion process, which is a very simple process. Long distances, translocation is carried out. Now, to study the transportation means or means of transport, the plants follow basically three modes. All right, three modes of transport are there. And what are these three modes? First is diffusion. Okay, second is facilitated diffusion, and third is active transport. Okay, we will discuss it one by one. Diffusion, if we look into the definition here, see, definition is not given in your book, so note it down in your notebooks. Diffusion definition is the net movement of the substances from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Now, what does it mean, higher to lower? See, I'll give you, to understand this concept, I'll give you a simple example. Suppose in your room, okay, you have lighted up one incense stick. आपने एक अगरबत्ती जलाई है, धूप जलाया है, कुछ भी जलाया है, and you just place it in a one corner, right? After few minutes, what will you observe? That the fragrance of that incense stick has spread over, और आपको पूरे रूम में क्या मिलती है? उसकी fragrance मिलती है, उसकी खुशबू मिलती है, right? What happened here? आपने तो एक ही जगह पर वो incense stick लगाई थी. जो उसकी गैस पार्टिकल्स हैं वो क्या हैं? वो लाइट वेट होते हैं. ओके, उनमें कोई उनके जो मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं वो ज़्यादा एक दूसरे से अट्रैक्ट नहीं होते हैं, तो वो क्या हो जाते हैं? डिस्पर्स हो जाते हैं, फैल जाते हैं, राइट? अब हुआ क्या यहाँ पर? सी, जो इंसेंस स्टिक था वहाँ पर कंसंट्रेशन क्या थी? ज़्यादा थी, हायर कंसंट्रेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द रूम में कंसंट्रेशन थी लो. सो दोज पार्टिकल्स स्टार्टेड moving automatically from higher concentration to lower concentration, and after few minutes what happened? whole room, जिसको आप बोल सकते हो पूरा जो आपका रूम है वो, उसको पूरे में फ्रेग्रेंस आना शुरू हो जाती है. ओके, दिस हैपन्स बिकॉज ऑफ द सिंपल प्रोसेस ऑफ डिफ्यूजन, वेयर दिस substance starts moving from higher concentration to the lower concentration. I think now you got the idea of diffusion. Okay, and since this is a very slow process, okay, this is not a fast process, slow, and this is passive movement. पैसिव मूवमेंट मतलब विदाउट द यूज़ ऑफ एनर्जी. आपने कोई एनर्जी नहीं लगाई. क्या आपने कोई एनर्जी लगाई? नो, इट हैपेंड ऑटोमेटिकली विदाउट द यूज़ ऑफ एनर्जी. but this process is usually restricted to short distances. It's not meant for the longer distances. Okay, then so some of the particles in plants transports through this simple diffusion. Now next is facilitated diffusion. Now what happens in facilitated diffusion? See, if you remember the cell membrane structure, okay, this is the cell membrane structure where phospholipid bilayer is there and carrier proteins. Middle of the membrane is occupied by the carrier proteins. Okay, in your first chapter you have studied, okay, जो आपने first chapter किया था उसमें आपने Singer and Nicholson का model किया था. Okay, so in that phospholipid bilayer structure. So here what happens actually, facilitated diffusion means that those substances which are soluble in lipids, okay, जो substances lipids में soluble होते हैं वो easily क्या हो जाते हैं, transport हो जाते हैं through the cell membrane. Means what? This is the cell, right? So the substances which want to come here or which want to move out from here, they have to cross this barrier. What is this? Membrane, cell membrane, and cell membrane structure is this, right? So this membrane, they has to cross this barrier. So for that, some of them can easily pass or they can pass faster. How? Because they are usually soluble in this phospholipid structure. So वो easily pass हो जाते हैं, exit और entry कर सकते हैं. But there are some substances which are not soluble. Okay, so for them what is required? These proteins, जो proteins present होती हैं, okay, these are required, which we call carrier proteins, okay, और tunnel proteins. ये क्या करती हैं आप यहाँ देख सकते हो. This is outside of the cell and this is inner side of the cell. Okay, so suppose ये कोई substance, it has to enter here. So what is happening? These molecules, they start sticking into the carrier protein, or carrier protein helps them to pass through the channel. So आप देख सकते हो they are easily now passing from proteins. So when the substances which are not soluble in lipids, they need some other carriers and proteins are those carriers. Now here also no use of energy, right? कोई energy का use नहीं होता है, but here some special structures works. And what are those special structures? Carrier proteins. Okay, this is the difference between facilitated diffusion and diffusion. Now next, last one is active transport. As the name suggests, active transport. यहाँ पर क्या होता है? डिफ्यूजन में क्या था? फ्रॉम हायर टू लोअर. यहाँ पर क्या होता है? लोअर टू हायर भी जाता है. ओके, द सब्सटेंसेस कैन मूव. यू कैन सी द डेफिनेशन. It is the movement of the molecules across a cell membrane from a region of lower concentration to a region of higher concentration against the concentration gradient. अब आप खुद सोचो, आप किसी चीज़ को lower से higher की तरफ भेजोगे, that means that is not possible, that is not feasible. So for that what you have to do? You have to put some kind of energy. आपको energy लगानी पड़ेगी. Only then the substances can move. Okay, so that type of transport which requires energy, okay, that is called as active transport. Use energy to transport the molecules, and this further this transport is carried out by special proteins. Now if you can see, facilitated diffusion as well as active transport, they all both requires proteins. Okay, so proteins are really very important for the transportation of the molecules inside the plants. So this was something about the transportation modes inside plants: diffusion, facilitated diffusion, and this. Now there is one more thing here in facilitated diffusion. What happens? There is a particular pattern of flow of molecules in facilitated diffusion. Now you know facilitated diffusion means when molecules transfers through carrier protein. Why? Because the lipid part though, that is insoluble. Okay, so they will travel through carrier protein. But if suppose this A particle, it is traveling like singly, like this, how can I say? See, when a molecule moves across a membrane independent of other molecules, जैसे यहाँ पर एक molecule single move कर रहा है, it is not depending upon any other molecule. यहाँ से वो cross करता है and it reaches to the inner side of the cell singly. So that means that type of transport is uniport. Uni word is related to single. Okay, तो single वो movement है. But Antipode means, what is antipode here? They move in opposite directions, means when the molecules, this is moving here and from inside that is moving out, means opposite direction. So this type of pattern is antipode. And while sympode means when the molecules are moving only in one direction, two molecules. Actually here some carrier or transport proteins allow diffusion only if two types of molecules move together. Okay, जो आपका सेल मेम्ब्रेन होता है, there are some proteins which allows movement of two types of molecules. Okay, so here that is the pattern followed by those proteins. If singly moving particle is moving singly or in a one direction only, that is unipode. Antipode opposite, and sympode means when two molecules moving in same direction. Okay, so that is the sympode. So these patterns are followed where? In facilitated diffusion. Okay, so this is about the facilitated diffusion. You can go through this table as well, table 11.1. you can see how the three types of transports differ from each other. So I think that's all for today. Read it carefully. I hope you all got the idea what about the transportation in plants. इसके आगे का जो भी कंटेंट है वो मैं आपको दूसरी वीडियो, नेक्स्ट वीडियो में शेयर करूँगी. I hope the video was quite informative. So please, if you really liked my video, share it and like it, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.